A government airstrike on a bakery in Syria's central Hama province has left dozens dead, with many injured. The carnage took place in the town of Halfaya. Rebels seized the town last week as the conflict in the country shows no sign of ending.
How long have you lived in the United States?
I was actually born here, and I went to Syria when I was 12 years old and came back to the United States at the age of 16.
Okay, so you lived in Syria for many years?
For 4 years.
Okay, and from what I've seen on the news, there's a civil war going on.
That's correct.
What do you know about the war, and what can you tell us about how it started?
Well, the Syrians wanted to overthrow the government because Bashar al-Assad and his family have been in office for nearly 40 years now, since 1971. And they want to overthrow the government, so so Bashar started attacking the people, and then he formed his army that they've been training to love for so long, since his father came into power. And there are soldiers that did not want to fight the people, so then they formed the Free Syrian Army. And so now, currently, the Free Syrian Army is fighting the Syrian Army, the ones that are with Bashar al-Assad.
Why did the Syrians want to overthrow the government?
Because they were fed up with Bashar and his
Just
father,
in general, the
with the Ba'ath Party that his father formed since he came into power.
Okay. Do you think the war will benefit the country in the long term? Do you think it's...
I was actually with the war at the beginning, because I thought that, yes, we do need democracy, we do need change, and I personally do not like Bashar. But now that people are just dying, and with numbers and numbers of people are just dying, and it's crazy, the situation with what's going on over there. And now I'm against the fighting. Personally, I don't care if Bashar remains in power, as long as the war, the violence ends.
So you do. So, do you think you'll ever get to go back to Syria?
Yes, of course. I want to go back when the conflict is over to help rebuild the country and to help stand with my people.
All we asked for is freedom, but instead the nation has been destroyed. All we did is raise our voices, yet no one is listening.
In August of 2012, the Obama administration and the staff members of his executive branch made a promise to the Syrian people and to the international community.
It's obviously horrific as it is when mortars are being fired on civilians and people are being indiscriminately killed. To use potential weapons of mass destruction on civilian populations crosses another line.
We all have on this issue, we have sent a an unmistakable message that this would cross a red line.
And we've got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to protect the Syrian people. In that context, what I've also said is that the use of chemical weapons would be a game changer.
On June 11th of 2013, U.S. officials confirmed that the red line had been crossed.
Breaking news, confirmation Syria has used chemical weapons and crossed the red line set by President Obama.
And I will quote from the operative part. Our intelligence community does assess with varying degrees of confidence that the Syrian regime has used chemical weapons on a small scale in Syria, specifically the chemical agent sarin.
UN officials recently estimated the death toll from the Syrian civil war to be at least 92,000 people. That's enough people to fill the entire Rose Bowl. The death toll is still rising.
الله أكبر الله أكبر